Hey friends, welcome to day 8 in our beginner introduction to yoga series. Instead of doing a philosophy chat on yamas and niyamas, I thought we would talk about the different styles of yoga you might see just before we continue on with this month, because I might use some terms that you will hear. So most yoga classes that you'll find in a studio will be 60 minutes or 90 minutes. Some might offer a 30 to 45 minute option. But online, you can find anything. My classes online range from 10 minutes to an hour and a half. I think it's important to know that just because you don't have a full hour to give doesn't mean you can't practice yoga. Even 10 minutes, even 5 minutes, a simple stretch and a simple breath and presencing is yoga. So don't let that intimidate you. Most of my yoga practices are 20 to 30 minutes. It feels really good to me. It doesn't take up so much time that I get overwhelmed. So yeah, don't feel like you have to do the full hour, but that's what you'll find mostly in a yoga studio. Okay, styles of yoga. Hatha yoga, hatha means fierce. This is more of like a big umbrella term, but it's basically a comprehensive yoga class. So you might have some sequencing where it's a little more fast paced. You might have some poses where you're holding warrior 2 for longer or a nice pigeon pose for longer. So it's basically general yoga. Nothing too extreme in one direction or another. Very good place to start. Vinyasa yoga is extremely popular. This is breath with movement. A lot of my classes are kind of a mixture between hatha and vinyasa. So this is the fast-paced, building heat, dynamic, flowing practice. A little bit more intermediate to advanced, just because you need to learn how to not get dizzy and have your mind present enough to know what pose comes with what breath. Very fun, very popular, very flowy. Next, we have Bikram yoga. This is I think it's 90-minute class with 26 poses that are pretty much a set sequence. And this is hot yoga. So the room is set super hot. You'll sweat a ton. Make sure you hydrate before you go. I would not say as a beginner that this is the best option. We have Ashtanga yoga. This is another really disciplined set sequence. Definitely more challenging, demanding style of yoga. If you like things really kind of straightforward, clear cut, I know what I'm gonna challenge myself with, Ashtanga would be a good choice for you. All right, what else do we have? We have Kundalini yoga, which is, I've never taken a Kundalini class. I've taken one online, but it's more of a kind of like conjuring up energy. So it might not be as much physical movement. You might do more seated postures, kind of more rotational movements through your spine and pelvis, thinking about drawing energy from the root to the crown. Okay, next we have Yoga Nidra. This is where a teacher might use a type of meditation to bring you into a state of really restful consciousness. So you're somewhere in between a state of wakefulness and sleeping, and it's really, really restful. I've heard that even like a 20-minute Yoga Nidra class is equivalent to, I can't remember the statistic, but X number of minutes of a nap or of sleep. All right, we have Yin yoga and restorative yoga. I don't know how many times he's gonna come back. Hi, buddy. Yin yoga, so restorative yoga is kind of what we did yesterday. I guess that was a mixture where you use a ton of pillows and props and you aren't really forcing your body to stretch to end ranges of motion. The goal is to really relax. So it might not look as pretty and stretchy, but you'll feel really, really supported by all those props. And it's very gentle. Yin yoga is where you would hold restorative and yin yoga, you're holding each pose for 2 to 5 minutes or even longer sometimes, but really holding the poses for a long time. Yin might be where you're holding a full forward fold, trying to get as deep as possible into your hamstrings. just be careful in those classes. Make sure you're not pushing past your limits. All right, I think those are the main styles I wanted to talk about. Hope I'm not forgetting anything major. My favorite, I love a combination of everything, but I love just moving in my body. I call it just kind of like flowy embodiment classes where you might not have a specific posture or a specific sequence, but it's just about tuning into what your body needs that day, not really caring what you look like, but just caring what it feels like, sending breath into these different positions into your body, and just kind of dancing and feeling it out, wiggling it out. So don't be afraid to do something that is totally different from any of these styles. Just kind of experiment and see what feels good for you. So that's our chat about different styles of yoga. Remember, there's no one best answer. Different people like different things. Also remember, you don't need to do a full hour of yoga to get a great experience. All right, that's our chat for the week. I will see you tomorrow for our asana posture and alignment class. Thank you for being here.